Welcome. This is the homework solution for week 18. Here we have Tuesday, December 10th. Number one, let me bring this closer and you can take a look. Let's zoom in. Okay, number one, you're going to scatter this scatter plot and see which line best represents the line of best fit. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, that looks neat. Remember, when we want to look for the line of best fit, okay, when we want to look for the line of best fit, when we see that the line here, the line of best fit is a straight line, or if you don't like the word straight, you like the word linear line. Okay, we would say we can use y equals mx plus b, which is slope intercept form. Okay, all we need is all we need for it to work is we need the slope, which is m, and the y-intercept, which is the b. All right, so let's take a look. What is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is the location in which this line crosses through the y-axis. So it's right here. This line crosses the y-axis is right here. So we would say that the y-intercept b is equal to the value of 60. That is the location in which the line crosses the y-axis. Now we just have to look for the slope. Okay. Oh, well, this is very easy because look, we could already knock off some of them. Okay, we could already take this one out because they say 60 is the slope, which is wrong. 60 is the y-intercept. We could knock these two off. The only one left is A and C. So we just have to see what the slope is. Is it 20 over 3 or 3 over 20? Okay, remember what slope is. Okay, slope is m, which is going to be equal to your, do not say rise, change of y divided by your change of x. Not to say rise over run. It's the change of y over the change of x. Okay? So how much is your y changing? Let's take a look. Okay. Right here. That's a good point to get because you see how it crosses right there. Oh, that's another line crosses right there. So we're going to go from here to here. When you pick the two dots, you want to pick from where it intersects. Do you see how it doesn't intersect right at a line? So you wouldn't pick this point. You could pick here if you want. So how much did you go up? 60 go up to 10. So your delta y here was what? 10? And how much did you go over in the x direction? 1, 2, like 1.5. So it seems like it's 10 over 1.5. That makes sense. Here, it's 20 over 3. Watch. What they did is they went over twice. Then they went across. Okay, here, let me show you. This is what they did. They went from this point. Here, let me show you. They went from this point all the way to this point. So what they did is they went up to 10, right? 10, 20. So your delta y here was 20. And what's your x here? Delta x is equal to 3. Okay? So that was your slope. So what is your change of y? Yeah, we could just delete that. It was 20. And what is your delta x? Which is 3. Okay? So you would say that we would say that A is your solution. Okay, because it has the correct slope and the correct y-intercept. 2, there was supposed to be a graph here, but there isn't. So what you can do here is you can just ignore it. Okay, you can just ignore this one. Take out that. Okay, so we're just gonna move 2 up or 3 up and take a look. Okay. The data for the number of ice cream cones sold given the average daily temperature in degrees Fahrenheit can be described by the line of best fit. Y is equal to 6x minus 10. Explain the meaning of the slope and the y-intercepts in the context of this problem. Then describe whether the y-intercepts make sense. Oh, this is easy if you know the definition of each. Okay? So let's just write out the basic definition of certain things. Okay? So the y-intercept is just defined as the by definition it is the starting value. Okay, that's it. And the slope is the change of something divided by per the change of something else. Okay, that's very straightforward. So we just have to now insert what is the starting value here. The data shows the number of ice cream sold given the number of daily temperatures. So if you graph this, you would say that the number of ice cream sold on the daily temperature. So the independent variable would be the daily temperature. So we would see data, temperature. Okay, the daily temperature is right there, and that is going to affect the ice cream cone sold. Okay, so the starting value here would look like, let's say I can even graph it right here. Right, I can make it even blue. Okay, what does this value mean? This means it is the starting value of your ice cream sold. So it is the starting value here for the ice cream sold. So starting value of your ice cream sold. That's it. That is as simple as I just use the definition of the word and just insert certain things in. Okay. So next, the change slope, the change of something per the change of something else. Very easy. The change of something. The first one is the y, right? It's the change of y. So the first something here, I'm going to take that out. And that is going to be ice cream sold because that is the delta y. So it's the change of ice cream sold per the change of something else, which is the delta x. The delta x is your daily temperature. Okay, there you go. So you can say the slope is the change of ice cream cones sold per change of daily temperature change. Yeah, sort of. It makes sense. In correct grammar, it would say how much the ice cream is the change in the amount of ice cream being sold per the change in temperature would be the correct grammatic description of the slope. Okay, but notice how I'm answering. I'm using the definition of the word, and I'm just inserting the units from the problem into the words. Okay, so use the definition like a sentence stem, and just fill in the words based on the context of the problem. Okay, so there you go. Those are all your homework solution for Tuesday, December 10th.